I'll be doing a mini astrological lecture at the beginning just to place set here because we're talking about the Astrological New Year. And then I will lead everybody through a breathwork exercise and some journal prompts so we can set our intentions for the year ahead. And then I will pull a card also for the year ahead at the end. The spring equinox popped off today at 5:02 a.m. Eastern Time. With Aries season, Aries is the baby of the zodiac. It is the first sign. I did a lecture on this several months ago. I also have a post covering the same concept as a blog on my website, if you would like to go back to it, talking about the journey through the astrological wheel. So we can think of moving from each sign, starting with Aries, looping all the way around to Pisces, as the evolution of a person. When you're a baby, when you're a young person, your frontal lobe isn't fully developed, so you're saying things you maybe in retrospect wouldn't say if you were more matured, or doing things that not thinking about consequence. You're just like head first into your actions and you're following the things that you want, your agency, your passions, your pursuits. That is the Aries energy in a nutshell. Per the Gregorian calendar, January 1st was set as the start of the new year, and many, many countries, cultures follow this and have been following this for hundreds of years. The issue with it from the energetic side is it is smack dab in Capricorn season. It's very common for people to set New Year's resolutions. You're saying, I want to start something new. Well, that is not Capricorn energy. It's Aries energy. But Capricorn is about systems, structures, tradition. How do I maintain the thing that I have? There is ambition in Capricorn. And so I think that's why it's like people are getting ambitious. Like, I want to do this thing. I'm going to change my whole diet. I'm going to make all these changes to my life. And it makes sense that it's picking up a little bit of that energy. However, it's not really meant to create something new, to have beginnings. Oftentimes, people try to start a resolution and it falls flat and it doesn't last the season. And of course, it doesn't carry over into Aquarius season and then Pisces season because they have different priorities, different mindsets, different values, and ways to operate. That's why, in part, we are meeting here today because Aries is a great time to do intention setting, setting your goals, something that has a singular focus that you want to throw yourself at all year long, and you're harnessing that energy in this whole journaling exercise today or through your intention setting. You can consider the house that Aries is in for you. If you use the Placidus system, then you will have more than one house. So you have a couple different options and you would want to leverage both of them. If you use the whole sign, you're just going to have one house per one sign. Every new moon, we have an opportunity to do intention setting, manifestation work in each of the houses in each of the signs. So this is not to say, oh, well, then that means like every single year I'm always setting an intention that's in that specific house. Like, I don't want to do, it's okay. You don't have to do that. You don't have to follow whatever is in your chart for Aries. You can just set whatever intention with the mindset of something that you want to move towards. Put your phone down, close your eyes. So together we'll inhale and then exhale. Make sure to let all of the air out. And we'll do a few more of those. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And then exhale all that air out. So you can keep this deep breathing going yourself. And what we'll be doing next is the box breathing. So for anyone not familiar with this practice, box breathing entails breathing in, holding, breathing out, and holding for equal counts. So you are, in essence, creating a square. So we're going to be doing several rounds of box breathing with the count of 5. So we'll be breathing in for 5, holding for 5, exhaling for 5, holding for 5, and then continuing, and we will do that 4 times. So wherever you are with your current inhale, exhale, when you get to your next exhale, prepare, and then we will start the box breathing together. All right, so we're going to inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. You can now return to the initial deep breathing pattern. Breathing in, if you would like to apply a count to it, I'd recommend anywhere from 6 to 8 for the count. And you can keep those equal. So have the inhale and then the slow exhale. So you're going to keep your eyes closed as you do this. But next up, we're doing the somatic exercise, if you will. Continue that deep breathing pattern as we are doing this. Keeping a foothold to stay grounded, keeping the energy flowing, keeping the movement. So we are going to be moving a little bit, sitting in place, but moving our hands. So as I demonstrated before, you can put your hands out in front of you or above you if you are laying down. Rub your palms together. You can rub forward and back. You can go in circles. Keep going as you do this deep breathing pattern until you generate enough heat And then once you do, you can place your hands on the back of your neck, so right at the nape of your neck, where your head meets your neck. You can just place your hands there as you continue to breathe, absorbing that heat. If you want to add visualization, you can picture it lighting up, warming, creating a spark. And if you would like to, as your nape of your neck starts to warm up, you can massage a little bit if you would like. You can use your fingertips, you can use your thumbs. And just take a few moments to really connect to your body and feel all of the sensations, feel the warmth in the back of your neck. And once you have finished with that, again, we're continuing to do that deep breathing exercise. We're going to warm our hands up again and go for round 2. So continue to do that until they have fully warmed up. If you are wearing glasses like me, you're going to want to remove your glasses now. So generate enough friction in your hands till they're fully warmed up. And then what you're going to do is place your hands, so it can be your palms, it can be your fingertips, you can alternate between them, but place them over your eyes. Be very gentle here, but just rest them over your eyes as you are keeping them closed. And if you would like to repeat another round of this, if you want to warm your hands up again, place them back on your closed eyelids, you may do so. But unlike with the neck, no massaging here. We have to be very, very gentle with our eyes. And next up, we're going to warm those fingers and palms up one more time. And once they're warmed up, we're going to go for full face. So this can take several rounds depending on the size of your hands relative to your face, or if you're just really enjoying it. So you can start with your cheeks to begin. You can do your forehead. You can go across your mouth. You can go over your nose, the bridge of your nose, tuck up under your sinuses. So doing several rounds here. Warming your hands up in between each. This entire time you're continuing that deep breathing pattern. You are connecting to your body. And you are applying some heat to the Aries ruled part of your body, which is your face, your head, your eyes. So I'll give you a little time here to keep warming your hands up, keep very gently pressing against your face. If you would like to massage a little bit here, you can massage along your jawline at that joint. You could massage in and around your third eye, right between your eyebrows. You could massage your temples if you would like. But otherwise, if you just want to stick with the warmth, just warm up your hands and then gently press against your face and continue to repeat this process as all of the small muscles relax. breathing. If you've chosen a count, maybe you're breathing in and out for a count of 6 or 7 or 8. Make sure that you tune back into your breath throughout this whole process and you keep that going. And the last exercise that we're going to do is a very, very gentle scalp massage. So if you would like to warm your hands up again, you may do so. Otherwise, simply slide your fingers back. You can start at the top of your head, massaging in and around, kind of just past your temples and right at the top of your head, and then slowly working your way in small little scrunches all the way back to where we began with the nape of your neck. So you can take your time doing this. Again, we're moving forward with intention. We are in this moment choosing to take care of ourselves, nurture ourselves. We carry a lot in these heads of ours, our minds, our focus. And even though Aries may want to just run right on in, Aries does need to slow down sometimes and have a little bit of self-care. So we're targeting parts of the body that Aries rules. And starting off this new season with loving support and intention. So just keep breathing as you work your way up over your scalp. Make sure that you are covering every inch, slowly releasing any tension that you are carrying. And then work your way back to the nape of your neck where we started. And if you've already finished, if you haven't, absolutely no rush, take your time. But if you've already finished, then you can return your hands to your lap or your heart space or your stomach, wherever you started out this practice. And we'll take some of those big inhales and exhales together to close out. So just let out any air that you have in your lungs right now. And we will inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. This will be the last time. Inhale. And exhale. And when you are ready, you can slowly, gently wiggle your fingers and toes, your wrists, maybe shrug your shoulders, turn your head back and forth, up and down. Slowly open your eyes, come back to class, and get ready because we are going to jump right into our journaling practice. What am I initiating this year? And reminder, the year is Astrological New Year, starting from today, going to the start of the Astrological New Year next year. So next March to March. Patience, balance, release, constant curiosity and learning. And our next question is more of the general type of intention setting, manifestation work. What am I calling in? Sometimes Aries is going to receive even if we don't ask for it. We're trying to chase, but sometimes things come to us. So if we can set an intention around what we're okay with coming in, that's really the idea behind this question. Goldenrod, I'm calling in my energy. Ooh, like recalling your energy. Ooh, that's great. And the third and final question is, where do I begin? You can take this question in a lot of ways. You can view it as practical steps. A reminder here that Aries is very action oriented. Aries doesn't always plan. So if you want to take the opportunity to plan, great. And otherwise, you can view it more simply as this is a beginning. So where do I want my new beginning to be? What chapter do I want to begin first? If you want to take these intentions and you want to run with them and you want to add some structure to it, you want to set milestones, you want to set check-ins, absolutely, you can do that. You can use this as the launching pad. I keep seeing like people throwing things at the wall, like it's like neon paint, books. Like it's some of it's items, some of it are things that will actually stick. So it's like somebody throws the book at the wall, they realize it doesn't stick, and instead they go into the book, they rip a page out, and then it's like they paper mache it to the wall. And it feels like this is like over the course of the next 6 months. So things are being accumulated, people are developing strategies, they are expressing themselves even in ways that like feel slightly aggressive. Like what I was talking about, it's like, okay, somebody's sneezing on the wall, coughing on the wall, sticking their gum on the wall, whatever it is that they're writing or drawing, painting, whatever it is that some of them feel like a little bit out of place. So we might be walking down this hallway going, I don't really like that. Why did somebody put that there? But then it can get covered up over time if it's something that was particularly offensive or particularly just straight up ugly. Suddenly the whole hallway is like a taupey cream, like a very relaxing like waiting room at like a spa or wellness center. Like that's what this looks like instead. So it's like we're switching. It kind of feels to me like we're switching from like a Mars ruled like Aries Scorpio vibe to like a Taurus, maybe even Libra a little bit. Like we're switching into like a different energy. If people want to write, draw, have their message be spread, then putting it in that message board, putting it in that space where people can, instead of putting everything everywhere, put it in this one spot that's designed specifically for those purposes. Like we can get more direction, we can understand where to go, what information is important. So it feels like this in part is also like an information highway thing. I know there's a lot of changes that are going on with social media as well, like what social media platforms are people using? How can we build community? How can we connect with each other? Who do you believe? What do you believe? Somebody asked earlier about Neptune changing into Aries. That's a big part of it. October through December, it feels like we're like more mellowed out somehow. But it feels like it's coming from like a sense of empowerment, not from people not caring. I'm getting that this card, which I'll flip over in a second, relates to those last 3 months. So the January, February, March 2026 in particular. Haha, okay. New moon, which is perfect because we're talking about beginning energy. New moon in Scorpio, which I mentioned before. Scorpio also Mars rule, just like Aries is. New moon in Scorpio, go deeper. It's like a silent assassin. It's like we're so calm. Like we're passionate, we're fired up, we know the things that we want change, we know the things that we want understood, but we're so grounded and we're so understanding of our own power that we're like chill. That's like the vibe like in the last few months of the year. So when you come into that, Scorpio also always like about power. Like where's the power? Who has the power? Control, wielding it. So when you know your own power and you're coming in and you have this beginning, harnessing that power energy, the empowerment from the tail end of 2025, you know your own power, but you know the power of the collective. You have clear information channels. You know where to look. You know where to focus. You know where to direct your investigation, your truth seeking, your pursuit. This story does not end when we get to March of 2026. So it feels like we're at like a cliffhanger. So we get to this energy, we get to this point, and we're starting to go deeper. We're starting to dig deeper. We're starting to uncover. But then it's like ... because then we have the energy of next year. Seems like that darkened hallway may be interpreted as a shadow self. Gets covered and compartmentalized, pulling back the curtains of denial or delusion, clears way to releasing and healing, which allows for acknowledgement of self and others, nurturing balance, peace, and harmony. I love that. I love that interpretation. It's always tricky with these collective readings, and especially reading something so far out. Like it is relatively infrequent that I do a full year forecast. And then when you're reading for a group of, almost 100 people, and then whoever else is going to end up seeing this, like I'm not going to know how what I said makes sense until like the year is progressing, like what the correct, if you will, interpretations are. But I do love that as a story arc. We definitely were getting taken through some different imagery, like going from really heavy, dark, expressive, maybe slightly dysfunctional, to serene, united, connected, to then empowered, focused. Like it's definitely a clear arc, and I'm very curious to see how we get through that. But it at least sounds to me like for the next 6 months, we're locked in to this energy of the dark hallway throwing stuff against the wall. But thank you all so much for joining. It was a pleasure to be your guide today. And yeah, I hope to see you at my future classes, new follows, new readings, new insights. And that's it. Happy Astrological New Year. I hope all of your intentions come true.